I'm Joe.
I'm Taylor.
It's football season, gambling season.
Gambling, huh?
Yeah. All right. So everyone out there, sorry, I got an email a couple weeks ago about garage sales, items we find, stuff like that. I will be getting to that shortly in one of our videos because this is a long-awaited video that everyone wanted to see. You requested it. You demanded it. This is why this stupid show exists in the goddamn first place, okay?
Yes.
This is why. Because I am Taylor's only friend who is crazy. Okay,
yes.
Sorry, his only friend. Okay, in case you guys don't know, blah, blah, blah. I have money, successful, real estate, rich, stuff like that, whatever, blah, blah. That's why I have a show. That's why Taylor does a show with me. Otherwise, I would stay hidden forever in the back counting my money and being evil. I understand. Taylor understands that too. However, part of why I became successful financially is my ability to crack and to break systems. I used to be in computer science. I used to be a computer programmer, and I know how to kind of crack codes and manipulate systems. Now, speaking of cracking codes and manipulating systems, I'm going to tell you,
Me?
Taylor, how to crack the code to get the best comps and the best rewards in Las Vegas and throughout the rest of the country, playing different reward systems.
What's a comp, Joe?
Now, for all of those of you who gamble, I've probably gambled more than you. I've probably lost more than you. I probably won more than you. And sure as hell, I've had more comps than you. So this is why you're going to listen to me for this episode.
What's a comp?
What's a comp? Shut up, Taylor. I'm still doing my intro.
Oh, sorry.
Taylor, you went to Vegas with me, right?
I'm trying to... I can't say anything, apparently. I get yelled at.
Did you go to Vegas with me yesterday?
I did go with Vegas, yes.
Did you pay for your room when you went there?
I did not.
Okay, and then why didn't you pay for your room when you went there?
I can't say it now.
You could say it now. Here you go.
Because you gave me a comp. I got a comp room and a comp show as well.
And what is a comp?
Well, I don't know. For me, a comp was free. It's free. It's a free. It's free incentive to.
Do you speak English? It's a comp. Everyone knows what a comp is. Compensation, right?
I don't know.
It's for the people out there.
Computer. I don't know.
It's our other people. So basically, I brought Taylor to
Vegas,
and you stayed at.
I'd say at the Rio.
And where did I stay?
You stayed at
Mandalay Bay, I think.
Mandalay Bay?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
And did either of us pay for a room?
No, none of us did. It was all free. It's all free. It should be free. If you are going to Vegas and you're paying for Vegas, you're a fool. Why are you paying for Vegas? It's right there. It's like 3 hours away. Like, you're paying for a trip, basically, to go to, like, Palm Springs.
Yeah. Also, you guys a free show as well. And you want to talk about the meals as well, please?
And comp meals, stuff like that. So anyway, part of the ways that I've made money in my life, doesn't matter. No one cares. You don't care. Taylor doesn't care. All you people want to know is how I got the comps in Vegas. Okay.
Please.
Well, let me explain to you the simplest legal ways that I can get you and everyone else free comps and free stuff in Vegas. So the first thing is, in Vegas, the most important lesson, rule number 1 is...
Spend money?
No. Sign up for a rewards card, a card at the casino, okay? So, MGM has M Life. Harrah's has Total Rewards. The Fertitta Brothers Station Casinos has some type of weird card. I forget what their card is. But the Palazzo has their own card for Sands Corp. And all the miscellaneous casinos and miscellaneous things, right?
Even the casinos off the old Vegas, the old strip, have cards as well. The Golden Nugget has one as well.
Exactly, right? So the trick is you got to get the points card. And sorry, I got to write this down. It came into my head. Okay, so all the casinos have a points card. The point is, sign up for the rewards card. Here's why. They don't know who you are. They don't give a crap about you. They don't even want to know you. Frankly, I don't want to know you either. But here's the bottom line. If you gamble at a casino and you spend a good amount of money, now a good amount of money to you might be different. It doesn't matter on this show. It doesn't matter. If you play $5 a hand, if you play $25 a hand, you pay $100 a hand, I'm going to tell you where to go play to get the best comps, okay? So, rewards card. Sign up early. You get perks right away. And as soon as you sign up, before you sit down and start gambling, know the exact places to play. Okay. So if you gamble, Taylor, how much you gamble? for instance?
At least once, twice a year, I'll go to the casino.
How they are rated for your play at casinos is very simple. They rate you on hands played per hour. And what's the amount of the hands played per hour? So they rate you on the hand that you play, the amount of your minimum bet, and what is not the actual hands you've actually played. Not if you've sat out a couple hands and played a couple hands. They're not really paying attention to that. They're playing on the estimated hands that you play per hour at whatever game you're at. So you got blackjack. Say you do 25 hands per hour. Say you're doing craps, you'll do 10 hands or whatever per hour. It just depends on what you're playing. You do roulette, it'll be 10 rolls or whatever, or 20 rolls per hour, and that's what it's rated on. So if you're on a $5 minimum bet table, they're going to rate you at the $5 per that time. Now, occasionally, you're going to put down a black chip, and whenever you put down black chips at the casinos, the dealer always calls the pit boss. What does she say? Black down, right?
Down,
like
yeah.
black chips down. Like you got black chips down. So they call the pit boss, and then they look over to you, and then when you sat down, you gave them either your ID or a player's card. If you gave them your ID, they ask you, Taylor,
Yeah, player's
your
card.
player's card. And then he goes to the machine, and he hands you one if you don't have one.
Yes.
And you know what he's doing? He's writing you down every time you put more money than the minimum at the table. You know why? They're giving you credit. They want credit. They want to know how much action you're putting down per hour on whatever game you're playing. So the pit boss is notating whenever you have black down that Taylor is the guy. Pit boss knows you. You hand him the card. He is on you at the table. He has to watch everyone, know everyone who's gambling because he wants to know if you're playing the game correctly. And he'll write down, just him go right to the computer right after your black is down, and he'll type it in. He'll type it in every single time. He'll go, black chips down. He'll type in, Taylor's doing $100, $200, $300, whatever he's doing at the time, and he's writing it down on the computer to notate that you're doing more than the $5 minimum. Why? Because he's giving you credit and comps for putting down more than the minimum is. Now, if you sit at a $100 per hand table, you're going to get it regardless unless you put a pink chip, $500 down, or a yellow chip, $1,000 down, right? How do I know what these chips are? I've actually gambled with them, people. Haven't all been positive experiences, but I've played with those suckers. So this is the best way to get noticed by a pit boss is putting down large amounts of money at maybe a low minimum table, maybe $5 per hand, $15 per hand, $25 per hand, putting down black chips. So if you're going at a table, make sure the pit boss knows that you're putting down big money and make sure they're counting it towards you. Because sometimes the dealer will go black down and the pit boss is like, whatever. Make sure they know you're doing it. If the pit boss gradually goes from table to table and watches the scene, make sure when the pit boss is watching your table, you're playing a little harder in front of the pit boss. Make sure he knows that you're doing that so he can write it down. If you have like a heavy loss, make sure the pit boss knows you have a heavy loss. Make sure that that's in there and accounted for. You want to make sure that you're getting credit for every single major hand you play. Counter to that, in reverse, when you're not playing a lot, you want the pit boss maybe to not notice you. So when you have $5 in and you're maybe sitting out a couple hands, you maybe don't want to sit there and say, oh, hi, Mr. whatever the pit boss's name. Oh, yeah, that's me. That's me with no bets on the table. Yeah, I'm not playing right now. No, it's the opposite. You want to bet less when you're not being credited for it and bet more when you are being credited for it. You want to make sure of that too. So get your rewards card. Make sure when you're playing hard, wherever you're playing, at every table, card games, at roulette, even slot machines, put your card in when you're playing hard. When you're playing penny slots, take that card out because you don't need to be credited for bad hands. Now, mind you, you have a hand per hour average. So say if you're a person who's betting $5, $10, $25 per hand, if you go to tables and you do if you do penny slots and that's on your card, or you do go to a table, it's a $5 table, and you want to be credited at playing $25 per hand or $100 per hand or whatever your margin is, if you go and you bet less and you have your player's card and you do less for a long period of time, but then you go to another table and do $100 per hand, you're going to get credited at the average amount. So they're going to average the $100 per hand and the $5 per hand. So you're going to say, what I bet $100 per hand. You only did 5 bets though. You did 25 bets or 30 bets at $5 per hand. So your average is now $20 per hand. So you're going to get the credit at the lower amount because they're going to average out all your betting. That's how it works. So when you're betting hard, be recognized for it. When you're betting soft, stay low and maybe not put your card in or maybe not want to take the credit for that. So you have the rewards card. You have the method of play, $25 per hand. You want to make sure as well, in addition to all this, too, to get the most bang for your buck, the most money, right? At Harris casinos and even like M Life or even like depending on the casino, they'll have like certain points, right? If you earn so many tier credits in a day, you're going to get a chance at the drawing. If you earn so many rewards credits in a day, like you put your money in there, say you earn like $500 in rewards credits, on that day, they'll times it by 3. So if you earn $500 and you go like on a Wednesday when no one's really there and they're going to times it by 3, if you earn 500, you'll make
1,500.
Exactly. So you want to make sure that your gambling is strategically allowed to play on double, triple, and quadruple points day. So sometimes you'll go to a casino and you'll spin like a wheel and they'll say, well, today your points, you get 3 points, 5 points, or 15 points, whatever you get, right? Times the number. So you want to make sure that on those days you gamble hard. If you go to the casino for fun with your friends and you're not really set out to gamble, don't put your card in. Don't play seriously. If you're not ready to sit there for a good amount of time and put down a good amount of money, don't play because it's just going to hurt your averages. They're going to average it out. It's going to hurt your comps. So you want to make sure you're rewarded and you play appropriately and be professional. Don't sit there and play like an amateur, like a drunk idiot, throwing, $20 on a hand, leaving the table, making a bunch of noise. They're going to notate you and they're going to not want you gambling. So they're going to want to have, here's what they want. They want the guy a good amount of money for a good long time because they're going to make the action off of them. What's the action? It's the percentage of money they make on average on the hands you bet. So if Taylor, say, does $1,000 an hour and they make 2.5 to 5% on that, they're going to make $50 an hour on Taylor's gambling on average on the wins or losses. They want him more than the drunk guy to lose all his money because that guy's not coming back every single time. So check the bonus rewards, gamble on double point days. Important thing, gamble on machines that pay more points, right? What are machines that pay more points in casinos? Taylor?
Those roulette ones? Or which was ones that you...
Well, machines pay more money because they're slot machines, right?
Yeah.
So every game that you play that has a harder chance of you winning against the house gives you more points, right? So slots pay the most. The casino is filled with slot machines because they pay the least, right? So the house likes slot machines because they get more money and then you win less of the time. So the slot machines and slot play pays you more money. You go to table games, they pay you less money because you have a chance at winning against the house, right? And then when you play games like Keno and things like that, they pay you more money because those are even less odds, right?
Yeah.
So like usually like with betting, you have like the tier, right? Slots and Keno pay like the most, and then it goes to like table games, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes like sports betting, and sports betting is like minimal to nothing, right? So you really get no points and nothing at any casino in sports betting because it can be rigged, right? You ever see those guys online, Vegas Dave, that have sports betting slips and it shows you the winnings that they did?
Yeah.
Well, you can just go to one casino and bet, and then go to another casino and bet against yourself.
Yeah.
And you can bet $100,000 and lose $1,000 overall or whatever, right? Because if you lose 10% of the money or whatever it is, right? So 100,000, so like $10,000 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But you could go, hey, I won 100 G's. Look at my betting slip, right? Yeah. And you could say, if you would like more picks like this, because I'm fucking guaranteed to win every single time, give me $10,000 and I'll give it to you. And you can go to like 10 suckers in a row and make 100 G's like that. It's a classic scam. Yeah. Not saying anyone in particular, Vegas Dave does that, but I'm just saying that that's a big scam. So that's why they don't really give you a lot of points for sports betting, because in theory, you can get a lot of points for like $100,000 of playing blackjack or roulette or slot machines. But you could just go bet against yourself on sports betting and get the comps of $100,000 and only pay $10,000 for the comps. So you'll lose $10,000, but at one casino you'll win $100,000, at another casino you'll lose $100,000. So they don't want to give you $100,000 in comps when they know that you just kind of hopped to the other casino and did that famous scam.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. Everyone knows. If you gamble, you know what people are doing that say they win all the time online. When Floyd Mayweather posts his slips, he's doing like the same type of shit, same old scam. One side he has 100. This side, it's called hedging your bets, right? It's obvious, right?
Yeah.
So like a big like thing that people always do in gambling is they have a big win, and then the big win is like say on which team's going to win the Super Bowl, and then when they get all the way to the very end, their team is going to win the Super Bowl. They hedge their bet on the opposite team, so they're guaranteed to win like a couple 100,000 or whatever, right? Instead of winning $1 million or losing or winning nothing, you're guaranteed to win like a couple 100,000 because you hedge your bet against another team. Very common in gambling, casino gambling. The next thing is you gotta play big, and the other thing is to stay loyal. That's an important one too. I had a friend. Never got as good comps as me. Always thought that he said, I like to go to Vegas and I like to go to every casino and gamble so they all know that I'm here. He never got more comps than me ever in his entire gambling career because loyalty matters. If you go to Harrah's and you go to MGM and you go to SLS and you go to Venetian, they don't know if you went to their casino. They have no idea. All they know is what you did at their casino. They know what you spent at their casino, at their property, and their money. They don't share each other's information. They only share if you're banned from going to the casino. That's the only thing they share. So stay loyal. Stay at the same casino. Get those loyalty points racked up at the same casino. Stay there, shop there, and play there.
You can
All
also some casinos are linked or owned by the same people, so you can get the same points at different places.
And it's all there too. It's all there. Like if you go to the M Life, it'll show you every MGM property. If you go to the Harrah's Total Rewards, on the back it'll show you every single Harrah's property, the same stuff, right? The next thing is
what about days? Like getting there like around midnight and staying for 2 days?
I'll do that in a second. But basically, the other thing is get to know the rewards desk people and get to know the pit bosses, especially if you're gambling big and you're there, you want to get to know them by name. You want them to know you by name, because what they could do is if you lose and if you have a bunch of bet and a bunch of actions that you're doing on the table, they could actually give you some extra comps too, like discretionary comps. So there's comps that the rewards place gives you, there's comps that gambling gets you, and there's comps that the casinos can give you because they like you and because they have discretionary comps as well, like extra food, extra tickets, whatever. I was getting in my prime gambling days between 2011 to 2014. I would not go to a casino unless I was paid to go there. And I mean gas, hotel stay, food, buffets, tickets for friends, everything like that. Luxury VIP lounges. I would not even go to the casino unless all that was guaranteed before arrival. Everything guaranteed, right? And even now, I'm not gambling as much. I do not have to go at all whatsoever to Vegas without getting comped for any of those things that I want anytime, whatever. Get to know the pit boss by name. Let them know you're there. Let them know you're playing. Let them know how much you're buying in. Let them know how much you're gambling. You do that, you're going to get taken care of. And the other thing is to getting there, and you're talking about taking advantage of rewards.
Yeah.
Taylor, taking advantage of rewards. Very critical, the whole reward system. Very critical, everything. Loyalty matters both ways, them and you. Okay? When you go to a casino and you get to stay there for free, and they give you food and they give you tickets or whatever, stay there and gamble there and make sure they know you gambled there. Because I'm telling you right now, people think they're going to get a free casino stay and they're going to get rewards for them and their family and everything else that they want, and then go across the street in their casino and gamble. They will ban you and blacklist you. I'm so mad I'm throwing stuff. They will blacklist you and you will not be able to go back there. You will not be able to go. Do you understand? They will blacklist you for not playing there because they put up $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for comps for you, and you did not play there. Okay, don't do that. When you get your rewards from the casinos, to keep them coming and to keep them loyal to you, stay loyal to them. Book the hotel there. Get a card, a comp card for you and your significant other. So when she shops or uses her credit or your credit card or whatever, let them shop get points on your card. Let them eat and get points on your card. You go out to eat, get points on your card. You gamble, get points on your card. And they have companion cards too. They have the whole thing. Let your family rack up all the points and everything on your card, on your room, on your hotel stay, everything like that. And they will comp you like crazy. They'll keep it coming. Because how is the casino supposed to know what you want unless you show them what you're buying, right? Yeah. So charge the food to your hotel room, charge the drinks, and then magically 2 weeks later, a month later, you're going to get a comp in the mail that says, would you like another stay? But this time, would you like your food for free? Or this time, would you like your drinks for free? magically they run their computer simulations, they run their marketing materials, and all the stuff you spent the previous trip, if not comped by your host, is comped the next time by their marketing and their strategy team to get you back at the casino again. Because once you're telling them, I like food and I like my drinks, or I like my clubs, or I like my this, or I like my shopping at the shops, whatever, they will give it to you every single time. I have done this many times. You have any questions, you can leave it in the comments, ask Taylor, ask our team, whatever, on what you suggest, what the amount of play is that you want to do. We'll answer it, stuff like that. It's a situation I'm very familiar with. Taylor?
The question I had asked, but if you go there like at 11:45 at night, you put your card in, then you put it again at 12:01, it shows you there for 2 days, right?
It depends on the casino. Like, different times for the casino start at different points, right?
Yeah.
I know at like Harrah's, they start their new day at 5 a.m. So at 4:59 a.m., if you have a daily points bonus, like 24 hours to rack up a certain amount of points to get a gift, you start gambling at 3 a.m. And you end it at 7 a.m., it resets. You don't get the daily point bonuses. So you want to make sure if you're going on a serious gambling run, you want to make sure that you're within those parameters depending on the casino. So ask. They'll tell you. Okay. Ask the rewards desk. Ask the host. They'll tell you. Say, hey, daily bonuses, when do they start? They'll tell you every single time. They know what the terms are. So you can go there to the rewards desk. You can go there, look at the marketing materials. You look on the machine. They'll tell you. The idea is not to keep it from you. They want you to play. They want you to hit these arbitrary goals. They want you to reward you for playing there because they want you to make money, and they want to make money off you inevitably, right?
They want you to come back.
Yeah, so they want you to come back. So,
do you want to explain the Diamond Club just momentarily? Just a quick.
Nothing specific. No, not on this show. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it has to be general.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So, just let us know what you think about that stuff. Let us know what you've done for comps. Leave it in the comments. Talk to us. Doesn't matter. Whatever. I know all about the systems at almost every casino. I've been to almost every casino from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. I've been from casinos from Pennsylvania to New Orleans, all the way to California, even up into Washington. So know all about them. Taylor?
He does.
I do. I definitely do. I'm bored in my retired old age.
At 34.
Yeah, 34. Exactly.